It's 1 year later for us to taste the peanut butter and banana mead. Does the peanut butter come through? We don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm actually just calling it Banana Mead at this point, so I feel better about it. But I did put a little PB on my fancy masking tape label here. And the PB stands for peanut butter, obviously. So let me just pour some. But first things first, this came out really clear, and it's 15.6% ABV. So it's kind of on the hefty side. And like we said, it's been sitting for a whole year. That seal was good, by the way. It actually popped. I don't know if you heard that. Let me pour her some.
It didn't pop like a carbonation pop. It popped like it was well sealed.
All right, we got 2 glasses here. And what we like to do is talk about clarity, color, aroma, and taste. Let me just put this out of the way. So, clarity.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, that's a 10 for clarity, in my opinion. I mean, it's just not going to get any clearer than it is. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful traditional mead color, that lovely golden yellow.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just going to give it a little swirl here in the Glencairn to funnel those aromas up through the tulip shape. Oh, banana. Totally banana. But no peanut butter.
Yeah, but...
yeah. I don't think the peanut butter powder works the way we did it.
Brewing bananas... I've already expressed my opinion on this, but I'll do it again. It's a weird thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a weird thing. But when you go through the process and you take the time and you let it age, it's worth the weirdness.
It's so rich smelling.
Yeah.
It's decadent. To use a term that you use, it is decadent smelling.
It is. Yeah, I'm ready for my short sip. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
but...
okay. So the short sip is just to acclimate the palate, 15.6% ABV. Yeah, you want a little acclimation here. Bananas and honey. Totally. Without any peanut butter. There's not a hint of peanut butter. Like, not even the slightest minute amount of peanut butter.
I want to agree with that, but I want to say that if we compared this with just our banana mead...
Well, we didn't make a banana mead. We made banana wine.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're going to be different anyway.
If we had a banana mead and we compared it to this, I think there would be a difference. I don't think it would be a strong enough difference to go, oh, yes, that is definitely peanut butter.
This was drier, for one. This is definitely drier.
Okay.
And I taste honey. Obviously, there's no honey in the wine, but I definitely taste it in this.
I'm getting something else, and I might have to explore that more on my longer sip, which I'm guessing we're going to now.
I just did another short sip just to be on the safe side.
But it might simply be that unique aspect of just fermented banana that I'm getting. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm definitely getting a similar aspect that I got from the banana wine in this, with honey added. Very, very similar. Not as sweet, though. This is definitely less sweet than the banana wine. I think it's a more pleasant sweetness. It's not overly sweet at all. It's actually, like, really, really nice. So, long sip. This is where you hold it in your mouth for several seconds, or like a minute, the way she does it. And you swish it around a little bit, feel the flavors out, and then you get to explore more. See? She holds it a long time.
It's just really nice.
It is.
I get fruit first, and then it's like I almost have to search for the sweetness a little bit.
It's not really sweet. It
doesn't come in as sweet, where lots of our other concoctions, the ones that we've left residual sweetness in, tend to have a sweetness that's more pronounced. But it doesn't taste dry either, so I don't know if it's just the unique aspect of fermented bananas that...
And the honey. I think that those two flavors together give a little bit of a sweetness flavor, even without it being actually sweet.
Right.
I don't remember what the final gravity on this was, and this was before we started really keeping track of that on bottled stuff. So I'm not sure on that.
It's definitely banana, but you know how bananas taste different, whether they're just
or raw.
ripe or super ripe.
Mm-hmm.
Like the super ripe have that crazy sweetness to them, where the just starting to get ripe kind of have a greenness in their flavor that I can only express as greenness because it reminds me of other things that are green.
Okay.
Like, almost vegetal, but not really.
So I just realized I made a huge mistake. And that mistake was putting the bottle out of range. So let me bring that back over. Because I would actually think you're probably ready for a little bit of a refill. I know I could use a little bit more. Just a splash.
I think without the honey, this would read more as an unripe banana or just a starting to be ripe banana.
Oh, really? You think so? Because to me, it feels overripe.
I'm not getting that weird, almost too much sweetness that I get with overripe bananas, though.
What I get is on the entrance, the banana flavor immediately with a backbone of honey after like a split second. Then there's a little bit of a sweetness, and then it goes to the tannic, almost bitter quality, which is not bad. Just it's part of the taste sensation, and it's actually a good thing because it gives you a little bit of mouthfeel. It makes it feel thicker. It starts out watery, and then it feels thicker as it's in your mouth. And then as I swallow, that bitterness comes through with the banana, and I think that's what you're talking about. If you eat a banana that's not quite ripe yet, it has almost a weird mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. I think that's what you're getting at. Mm-hmm. But to me, the flavor is ripe banana, but the mouthfeel is green banana. So I agree with you, but I disagree at the same time. But that I totally get where you're coming from with that. But I'm definitely tasting an overripe banana. Well, not overripe, but a ripe banana. It's actually quite pleasant. It's very nice. I don't know if I like this better than the banana wine or not. And I don't know that we have any banana wine handy to taste it together. But let's talk about food pairings with this. We've been running into a lot lately that are unique wines and meads that really don't go well cooking. Like, I don't want to put this into food except a dessert. The only thing this would go in is a dessert. Banana bread.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay. Desserts. I don't see this going into food. Unless you're making something with bananas. Not a lot of savory. When I say food, I mean savory food. Sweet foods, absolutely. Any pastry, any dessert, ice cream, cakes, cookies, banana bread, zucchini bread. I mean, yeah, it can go in all those things, no problem. You can drink this while you're eating those things. Wonderful. But drinking this while you're eating different savory foods, not so sure about that.
Yeah, there's some, some of the tropical islands like to incorporate tropical fruit into some of their meals.
Sure.
Like a fried plantain, maybe this would taste nice with.
Yeah, I can see that.
Other things that have pineapple or something in with them. I think this might work well.
Yeah.
But it's very specific to that. Other more broad-reaching food spectrums, I don't think it's really going to work for.
Yeah, it doesn't really work well with the savory stuff. But it's the type that pour it in a glass, pour it in a mug, sit back, relax, maybe light a fire. This goes so well with a campfire to me. I don't know why. Just like on a nice cold night by a campfire.
Does it have marshmallow?
Let's find out. I don't really get the marshmallow vanilla thing. We've been getting that a lot. I'm not getting it in this. You might.
I think the tactile sensation is reminding me of marshmallow, but it doesn't have a flavor of marshmallow.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Sure. Hey, that's how you perceive it. It's all good.
Yeah.
But let's taste this next to the chilled version and see what we think. All right, so we have it on ice using our whiskey stones, and then we have our regular glasses here. So what I want to do is just taste it side by side, see if it changes anything. Does it make it better? Does it make it worse? And then we're going to give a score. And the score is overall, not just iced, not just warm. Why? Because we make the rules and we decided to change them today. Why not?
Also, before Brian gets too carried away, I want to make a quick observation. We had a slight technical difficulty when we were filming the pour cam over the ice. So I did my duty and
cheated.
I chugged.
She did. She drank the whole thing.
Chugged the ice.
She's like, "What do you want to do with this?" I was like, "I don't know." And she goes, "Whoop." I was like, "Oh, okay. So we'll just do that with it." So she's had it, but I have not.
So now I have
You hear that thunder?
I do.
I wonder if that came through the microphone. Because, wow.
If you hear some weird thundering stuff, it's honest to goodness thunder. We're in a bit of a storm right now.
Ooh.
So I'm not going to talk about my impression of the iced. What I'm going to talk about is my impression of the 15% ABV.
Oh, she's feeling it already, apparently.
It's there.
Wow.
I can testify.
This is our first tasting of the day. We did eat a couple hours ago. So, I guess your stomach's emptying out.
Yeah, and we're on a lower caloric thing, and I'm having sinus issues, and the storm really isn't helping. But, yeah, it's there. Cheers.
So, drinking them side by side. This gives a little bit better indication, I think. It's very good both ways. I actually think I like this chilled better. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit nicer. It just, some of the bitter notes kind of go away, and the sweetness seems to come out just a little bit more.
It gives it more depth, and it gives it more of a tactile sensation. At least it does for me. Like, it feels thicker iced than it does.
Yeah, that wateriness that on the entrance isn't there. It's actually quite thick on the entrance now.
I really enjoy it on ice, which alludes to my ice cream comment.
Yeah.
Pour some of this on ice cream?
Yeah, it would be really nice on ice cream. That's impressive. Most things do not get a lot better when you chill them. So that means that there's some flavors in the original that maybe could be toned down a bit. And the ice tends to do that.
But it's interesting because I don't get the sensation that things are being toned down. I more get the sensation that things are being elevated.
Oh. Okay. See, I get the bitterness goes down, which makes everything else more prominent to me.
Okay.
So same concept, just a different way of going about it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I get the same flavors. Just less of the bitterness in the middle. And therefore all of the banana sweetness and the honey sweetness comes more forward. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. So it's time to put a number on this.
Oh. See, I kind of was formulating a number before the icing, but now that it's been iced, and that 15%.
Yeah, for 15%, this actually doesn't taste like 15%. It's almost 16, actually.
This would be one of those...
A sleeper.
You might want to give a little disclaimer before...
Or not.
Or not.
Depending on who you're serving it to. And in what company. And, various other factors.
Behave.
Yeah, the comment section.
Drink responsibly, please.
The comment section is going to go nuts with that one. No, I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do what you did. Cause
I know. It's just better.
It is so better.
So, to sum it up, the ice made it better. And now it's time to give a score.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 7.5.
I was low.
She was going to say 7.5. She cut off the 0.5 as she saw me still talking.
No. I was 7. I was 7. This was a 6.5. I don't really know. That's the problem with judging something is that
it's very subjective.
It's very subjective, and it's very much about your personal space at the time. And so, are you feeling bad? And if you're feeling bad, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to judge it more harshly.
Right, you might like it even more.
You might judge it highly just because it's like, oh, this is separating me from my personal badness. So who knows, right?
More on that, though. Depending on your mood, what you ate that day, all these things can affect what you feel about a particular beverage. So, we're just doing one tasting, but to do it right, we should do it on like 5 different days at different times a day after eating different things. You can get really, really crazy with a tasting if you really want to. We just want to give you an idea, was it any good or not? I mean, that's the gist here. There's not a lot of science behind what we're doing here. It's more, this is our subjective taste of what we think. And I mean, you gave it a 7. That means you liked it. It was good.
Yeah. There's room for improvement, I think. Yeah. And I think some of the things that I would enjoy adding to this I would like some peanut butter. Thank you very much.
Yeah, some peanut butter would really make this better. I'm thinking of it as a banana mead, not a peanut butter. As a peanut butter banana mead, this is like a 2.
Yeah.
Because there's no peanut butter. It's just nothing. There's no peanut butter. But as a mead, like if somebody just handed this to me and said, "What do you think of this?" Yeah, that's like a 7.5. Yeah. It's pretty solid. Without the ice, it goes to like a 7, 6.5, like she said.
I think I might actually want it to be a tad bit sweeter and not an extraordinary amount of sweetness, just a little nudge towards the sweeter end of the spectrum. I would also I think perhaps oaking this might be nice. And I know I say that an awful lot, and I'm so sorry, but the transformation that occurred when we French oaked something, amazing. It is fantastic. And those little bits of smoothness and the vanilla, I think both of those aspects would really work well in this particular beverage.
Yeah, I agree.
Getting some of the vanilla and
where I'm going with it
out.
Is spicing. I think adding some cinnamon, some allspice, some nutmeg.
That's him.
That would... But it would, though. I mean, on this one, it would round out those flavors even more. I mean, think about like banana bread. Right. When I make banana bread, I put vanilla. I might put a little cinnamon. I put a little nutmeg. You add those things in there, and now
that
it's
would take it even farther away from the original, which was supposed to be
I'm
peanut
forgetting
butter.
all about the peanut butter. I have blocked that part out. It is no longer peanut butter banana mead. It is now banana mead. And it might become a spiced, because think about it. This mixed with the spiced method on spices.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It could be a 12.
Like if you do like the Bananas Foster where it has those type of spices in it, it would be lovely as a banana mead, not as a peanut butter banana mead.
Oh, yeah. See, if you're hooked on the banana mead part, that's where it gets difficult. And we've looked into ways to make the peanut butter thing work. And basically it turns into an extract. You'd have to use some alcohol of some sort, like a high ABV vodka or something like that, or Everclear or whatever, and soak peanuts in it. I haven't done it. I kept meaning to.
We don't have any peanut butter, do we? I mean, peanut butter liqueur. We have... No, we don't have any peanut butter. We have a surprisingly large amount of liqueurs.
Yeah, we do.
Despite...
It's a little weird.
We brew all this stuff, plus we have all this other stuff, and it's just like...
It accumulates over the years.
Do we have peanut butter? We don't have peanut butter. No. We have mint, we have cocoa, we have...
Yeah.
Orange and
my
cherry.
My point is you need to make an extract. Sure, you could pour peanut butter liqueur into it, and you'd have peanut butter banana mead. It would totally work. But... I meant to do some research into that and really try making peanut butter extract. Now, I know
it's on the list.
There's a company out there that makes those extracts, and that was another way to go. And we may actually try that sometime. Just get the extract and do it, because supposedly they're pretty good. The ingredients and everything and all that are pretty natural.
If we were properly motivated, totally.
The thing is, there's so many meads and wines and ciders and stuff to make. You can never run out of ideas. So... It's like, oh, do we want to remake that? Or do we want to make something completely new that they haven't seen us do before? And it's always that. But we do listen to your suggestions. So if everybody tells me, oh, we want you to make the extract and make a peanut butter mead, guess what? We're going to do the extract and make a peanut butter mead. And if nobody says they want to see it, then guess what? We're probably not going to make a peanut butter extract mead anytime soon. That's just the way it works. We're here for you. We want you to be happy with what we make and what we show you. But at the same token, we want it to be stuff that we will drink too. Because, I don't want to make something we're never going to drink. I'm not even going to go there. We just stopped right there.
Speaking of your happiness, if you've enjoyed this video, look up. There's another one you might like equally as well. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day.